So as you may have gathered from the intro, we got a bit of snow yesterday, but I think we can do better than that. Let's hit the road. Mission report. Just arrived at the PYG. I don't know what it's called. I think it's a PYG track car park, basically where it starts at the peak, and then before you go down, and just after you went up. There's about 5 inches of snow, and it's snowing. And apart from us, I think there's one more car that's front wheel drive. Everything else is Land Rovers and Range Rovers and things that have 4-wheel drive. It was fun getting up here. The road's not cleared at all. You just sort of slide in along and hope to not drop off the cliff to the side. Right, let's get out. Okay, so let's hit the PYG track and head into the hills. Got to a place where it's not too windy, so I thought I'd record a little bit. There are people going up. In fact, ahead of us, you can't see, but there's a group of guys walking, and I think before then there was about 2 or 3 other groups, only small groups, but they are going up. And woohoo! Wind's picked up. And there's a guy carrying his skis. So, yeah, let's carry on. Okay, a note to my mum. When we're in a place like this, don't ring us a gazillion times. We'll just let you know when we're back at the car. Okay, it's only morning. And I'm in safe hands. Joe knows perfectly where we are and where we're heading, so we'll be fine. By the way, let's have a look at the snow. No, not much. Yeah, could be worse.
I'm finding a bit of problem now though, because I understood to say, yes, what? It's cold and it's snowing.
So we're about to cross over to the windy side, I think, because the path goes there, and that's pretty much where the wind's coming from. Amazing. There's hardly anybody about. Just a place to ourselves. Yeah. This is just amazing. Thoughts? She's loving it. She is absolutely loving it. She just can't shut up, really. She keeps on going. I was like, oh, it's so amazing. It's like, yeah, I know. Look at that. All the white fluff. Oh, it's just amazing.
Snowdon's this way.
Let's go. Got hiking buddies. And that guy's carrying skis. Just white everywhere, just white.
Now I know why you bought double chocolate.
Snow's getting a bit deeper now. It's off the path, but still. Right, let's carry on. One group over there and another one over there somewhere. Okay, we're getting into some deeper stuff now. The snow's getting up to our knees quite regularly now, and that's on the path, not off the path. The views are spectacular. So hopefully on the way back the air's going to clear a little bit and we'll have an opportunity to take some pictures. All the photo gear in the back, so it would be a shame not to use it. Oh, it's just spectacular around here. The town looks like there used to be a building of some sort down there.
Oh, yeah. Disused mine.
Disused mine?
Yeah.
I take it it's labelled on the map.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what mine it was.
Oh no.
Have to be careful. There's rocks, but on top of the rocks there's just pure ice. And that's about inch thick. Just taking a break. Now earlier I mentioned that I was expecting this to be the windy side. It turns out that the other side is more windy than this. And there's hardly any wind over here. At least in most places. The actual track, as long as you know where the track is, which in places is a bit difficult to tell, it's not too difficult. You have to be careful obviously not to slip, But other than that, it's not too bad. What's far more difficult is actually getting to the car park, because unless you know how to drive in wintry, slippery, icy, snowy conditions, you'll just kill yourself, literally, because the car's going all over the place, and you need to know what you're doing with it to control it. But yeah, once you're here, it's not too bad. I mean, the weather, we are quite fortunate with the weather, because the visibility is quite good. I mean, I can see the tarn down there. I can quite clearly see guys up ahead. So it could have been way worse. But you need to come prepared. Okay, so we're quite high up. The summit's over there. But this is just too steep. This is scrambling this part now, so given the fact that it's icy and snowy and the visibility up here is not very good, which is not going to risk it. We're going to turn back now. You know, it's cold when you squash, when you drink, turns into a slushy. Okay. If you are tempted to come up here in the snow, which I think is fine, as long as you're prepared, make sure that you've got a map and know how to read it, or know the track really well, because in a short space of time that it took us to get up, and now we're tracing back, the snow's already covering up our tracks, and there were even a few people walking behind us, which we have now passed. But still, it's not, you know, it can be tricky to follow the route back, and the visibility is not that bad today. So yeah, make sure that you can navigate your way back, and it's not snowing that heavy today. Slippy slidey. Took a tumble. Got to be careful. Feels nice to walk on a bit of white fluff. Getting quite close to the car park now. The path's just gonna take us over between those two hills over there, and then down the other side and down to the car park. Probably another half an hour left or so. Right, let's carry on. Part of the path is basically these steps, which I'm sure in the summer, when they're not covered in ice and snow, are lovely and make it easier. But when they're covered in snow, they're not really steps. They're more of a slide. So have to be very careful. Well, the car park's definitely filled up. The good news is it looks like the roads are going to be very clear based on a number of things. Partially of how quickly people are able to drive down the roads now. So, time to get into the car, have a quick sandwich, something to drink, have some soup, which hopefully will be at least a little bit warm now, and hit the road back. Now, it's a pay and display car park, but I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to appreciate my ticket. Yeah, that's just covered in snow.